Say hi. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say, how are you doing?
Well,
Whoa. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great week so far. Sorry about missing on Monday, man. It's been kind of busy. But today, we're going to talk about the Johnny Dandy Rodriguez Martillo. Woo! Man, I'm excited for this one. Y'all already know what day it is. It's Tutorial Thursdays. To all the new subscribers, welcome to Percussion Life. My name is Eric Perez. Some of you already know that by now, but just had to welcome you to the channel. And I do hope that you enjoy these videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, find out whenever I'm uploading. And we normally upload 2 times a week, every Monday and every Thursday. Sorry for missing on Monday, but yeah, weekend got kind of crazy. And to all my day ones, man, seriously appreciate all the love, all the support, man. Thank you so much, man, for just the continued love, man, and just sharing and giving suggestions. Man, it's just, you just gotta love it. So Johnny Dandy Rodriguez. Man, I've been getting a lot of requests for this video, man. Look, this guy is a legend, and it's gonna take me some time to kind of talk about him and kind of break down this martillo that I found very peculiar. I loved it. It just added a different spice. It's, you know, little bit of stuff that's already been established with his mix, you know. So let's get into the video. So the reason why Johnny Dandy Rodriguez is probably one of the most suggested bongoceros that people ask me to cover is because he does deserve that type of respect, man. Been playing for over 40 years. He was one of the first endorsers for LP. Not the first, but he was playing LP before LP was LP. So it's kind of crazy that this guy that kind of was on the scene, learning from the street and learning from, you know, what we call el barrio. It's just beautiful to see how much of a pedestal he has and how much, you could say, respect he has amongst other percussionists. And not just that, Johnny Dandy is not just an important percussionist, he's an important musician. He was part of Tito Puente's orchestra. He played with Tito Rodriguez. He played with Ray Barreto. He's played with Alfredo de la Fe. He's part of the Mambo Legends. He's part of his own little group, man. It's just awesome, man. And I was a huge fan of his bongos, which is part of the reason why I got this model, which is a 9-inch hembra, very old school. And if you look at his series when it comes to LP, he has that 9-inch hembra, and it's just beautiful, man. When you can have that kind of sound, it fits kind of like his personality when he plays. And if you ever pay attention to how he plays, man, talk about feel. Man, I'm gonna link a video. It's part of the Mambo Legends video, and man, it's just, he does this solo, and the way he's playing and the way he's kind of presenting it, the way he cuts through is not a game, man. It's not a game. How well he's able to cut through, especially when he does like his left hits. My goodness, it's like, to me, that's probably his most iconic, I would say, sound. The way he's able to just project that left hand. Woo! And you'll see, like, obviously I'm playing, I have to show you guys, I have to set up this way, but I'll show you how he actually like hits it when he's sitting down. And it's crazy how he's able to get this sound just off his fingertips. Crazy. It's crazy how he's able to project and cut through so well just off a single stroke, man. And that just goes by experience. It just goes by maybe times that, because, you know, they don't give us mics. You know, they don't give percussionists mics here and there. So maybe because of that, he's been able to develop such a pure sound, such a projecting sound that's able to cut through in almost anything that he's playing. Dandy, being the son of a conguero, he kind of like grew up, you know, around this environment. Especially, I would call it the golden years, the years that this music was blooming and was just so vast. So he was able to be around such an environment that he was able to develop his own style. You know, he was around the time of like Jose Mangua, and he was able to see various styles and learn and feed off these styles and kind of develop his own from the ones that he learned from the street. You know, so this martillo in particular, I saw in the video that he was kind of demonstrating a specific style, and it just really caught my attention that just how he kind of placed it, and it seems so basic, and it's like those little moves, man, that he does that really kind of stands out to his style, his unique personality. So yeah, I just want to take some time to break down that martillo. I promise you it's not going to sound anything like him. He is, again, he's very hard to interpret. He's very hard to try to emulate because a lot of his stuff is based on feel and a lot of experience. So you could tell just from his tone that, man, this is crisp. It's lovely. You gotta love it. So the martillo I want to show you guys is this. You got to love it, man. So let me try to show you what Dandy was doing. So the best place I found that you could try to learn it, he does a left hand open, but one of those opens that, like I said, he really projects fairly well. And this left hand is very important because it's what accents this type of variation of martillo. So it's again, this is a very common martillo, but the way he accents that left hand, I think, is what makes it his and what makes it extra special in comparison to a lot of other variations of this type of martillo. So what he does is a left hand open, and then his right hand, it's still an open, but it's not as loud. So let me kind of put that together. So it's the left hand open and the right hand open. I'm not sure if you're able to tell the volume difference, but the left hand should be more accented, a lot more pronounced, a lot louder, and projecting a lot more than the right hand. After doing that open with your right hand, what you're going to do is kind of like a finger tap, since you're referencing the martillo. So you're going to do a finger tap here with your thumb or your palm. Really depends how you like to flow in your martillos, but basically what he kind of does is kind of that palm movement that he's doing on a martillo, like if you're doing a regular martillo, like. But what he's going to do though is he's going to tap it with his thumb and then use that motion to go to his left hand and do another accented open. All right, so it's gonna sound like this. So to put everything together up to this point, it's gonna sound like this. After doing that open with your left hand, you're going to do 2 quick opens with your right hand on the hembra. So to put everything together up to this point, it's going to sound like this. After doing those 2 opens on the hembra, what you're going to do is you're going to go back to referencing the normal martillo, and you're going to do a palm finger movement. But really it's going to be a palm or thumb, whatever you want to call it, and then a slap with your right hand. So it's going to sound like this. After doing that slap with your right hand, what you're going to do is a finger tap with your left hand here on the top of the drum. Again, kind of referencing the basic martillo pattern. And what you're going to do is, after doing that finger tap, you're going to do an open, a very, very pronounced open here on the hembra. So it's going to sound like this. So to put everything up to this point, it's going to sound like this. After doing that open on the hembra, you're going to do a nice, like very loud left hand open. That dandy open, man. That's what you need right there. Right there is a left hand open on the macho. Then, after doing that, you're going to do an open here. Now, Dandy does it in two ways. He does this open very pronounced, or sometimes he kind of does it softly. So either does this type of open, or this type of open. Yeah, he either does a very loud open, or a soft open. But it still sounds like very, like, I don't know, very dynamic, I would say. So to put everything together up to this point, it's going to sound like this. Now here's the tricky part. To start those two hits, to get back to that, you're going to do a lot of feel here, okay? This is kind of, I would say, Dandy's specialty. It's all about feel. You know, he does a lot of ghost notes where a lot of people call it mania. It's not really a ghost note where you can quantify it and write it down. And it's more about the feel aspect and the groove that you're trying to kind of like play out. So after that last open on the hembra, what he's going to do is go back to referencing that martillo. He's going to do a thumb hit and a close slap. And now he's going to start moving towards the edge to go back to those two opens. But the way he does it is he's going to start grooving here, like sliding down. And as he's sliding down, he's going to tap with his fingers here. Barely tap it with his finger with his right hand. And then do those two opens with its left hand and the right hand. So to kind of break it down slowly so you can see in like really slow time, it's going to sound like this. Now to play that in real time. Now to play the whole martillo through, it's going to sound like this. You got to love it. You got to love Johnny Dandy Rodriguez, man. Dandy, man, gracias. Seriously, thank you so much, Dandy, for everything that you have done to contribute to percussion, to contribute to this community, this culture, man. Hopefully, I get to go to New York one day and see you play live, man. It would be such an honor. But yes, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know down below if you love this martillo, if you've practiced it, if you even tried it before this video. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of this stuff, man, it's that old school vibes and things that he brought, man. You just gotta love it, man. You just gotta love it. All right, y'all. You already know what to do. Like, subscribe. I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.